everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi.
And I'm Mike.
And today we are filming, or I guess filming our second part of the 2023 Hyundai Tucson PHEV Ultimate. So the PHEV Ultimate is the highest trim level possible for the Hyundai Tucson. You can get this in either a regular hybrid or of course the plug-in. The plug-in is definitely a harder car to get, and we filmed it for the very first time this past Tuesday. So this second part of the video series is going to be focused on tech and safety.
Yes.
So if you're interested in looking at more of the comfort features, luxury features, and just general walkthrough of the vehicle, check out our other video. But today we'll go more in depth explaining the safety features, showing you where they are and how they work, and how you can turn them on or off. Now, Mike, we do these videos every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right?
Yes, we do.
And why do we do them?
Well, we do them actually for 3 reasons. So the first reason is if you own a Kia or a Hyundai and you want to learn more about your vehicle in general or even in depth, this is a great place. It's your like your how-to on anything technology-wise, safety-wise, anything that has to do with the vehicle that you own or the one you're thinking of getting. So that brings us to point 2.
Point 2 is if you are deciding to purchase a new vehicle, we want you to add Kia or Hyundai or both to your selection list. These vehicles offer great value. There's so much to talk about, so much to consider, and oh my gosh, we love filming them. We love talking about them. We love selling them, and that brings us to part 3.
Yeah, so if you see here, down the street is Bradford Hyundai, which I work at, and up north we have Owen Sound Hyundai, and we'd be glad to help you guys take it a step further with everything you've learned here, and obviously welcome you as part of the Kia Hyundai family.
Yes, absolutely. So as always, because this is a live video, we don't have any scripts, we don't have any real guidelines of how we're going to do this video, so we're just going to hop in and do it. But first, we're going to show you guys how you can join our next live video if you do want to catch us in the future. So like I said, we go live every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today's Thursday. Tomorrow's video on Friday will be just a straight up Q&A. We'll start off walking around this vehicle and then answer a couple questions at the end as well too. So to find our videos, you just have to go to our channel, which is the Kia Hyundai channel. Look a little something like this. While you're here, if you are new, why not subscribe? We'd definitely appreciate that. And then to see our upcoming video, which has Mike as our thumbnail, we will change that. We just wanted to see if...
Yeah, first and last time for that.
Yeah, we wanted to see if people would actually click on the videos if it was Mike. They didn't. So of course we had our home tab and our live tab, and that's where you will find our upcoming video. All you have to do is click on that. It'll load you in, and then you are watching live with us, or you might be watching an ad. Yeah. But it's okay.
Whoa, free root beer on July 6th?
See, no audio.
No audio. Is this on right here?
No, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
Okay, maybe it might just be your computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody, can everyone else hear us?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us. I'm going to keep going in case they can hear us. So on the right side over there, you can see our live chat box. That's where you guys can ask us questions. You can let us know what you want to see in the video. If we missed anything, you can also let us know. We can always go back and check that out. But if everything's good, okay, yeah, you guys...
They can
Don't
hear,
play it.
Yeah.
He said, just kidding. Oh my gosh, you know how many times that's actually happened? I will never. Okay, we'll start off with what's under the hood. So if you watch our last video, you already know it's a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder GDI engine with a 66.9 kilowatt electric motor. So those two work together to give this vehicle a hybrid powertrain. So that means that you have your electric motor, your gasoline engine, they're constantly working together. When you run out of charge, which you have 55 kilometers of full charge, by the way, you still have that electric motor running, your hybrid battery, giving you better fuel efficiency than, let's say, a regular gasoline Hyundai Tucson. You also have a 6-speed automatic transmission, and the horsepower is 261, and the torque is 258 pound-feet of torque. We'll come along to the side over here, briefly show you the wheels. These are 19-inch alloys. And while I turn on the car, I'll get Mike to close the hood so we can talk about some of the safety features that are in the front.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to come out of view for a second because it's not an automatic hood. And there we go.
Awesome. All right, so on the Ultimate trim, you get these beautiful full LEDs, and if you take a nice look at the front of the grille, you'll see that you have that dark chrome with your daytime running lights integrated into the grille. So when your lights are off, you won't even be able to tell those are actual light bulbs. Turn it on, and there they are. It's super, super stunning, but not only is it beautiful, these lights work fantastic to give you a great, great, great sharp cutoff. If you are driving somewhere very dark or the highway at nighttime, you'll be able to see everything. Those have them just regular LEDs to LEDs, so it's a premium headlight. Also in the front of the vehicle, it might be a bit noisy, I apologize. We have front parking sensors. So this vehicle actually has remote smart park assist and of course your regular sensors. So if you were parking this vehicle in a tight space like a garage, it will start to beep at you as you get too close to a wall or another obstacle. On top of that, we also have this camera located right underneath the Hyundai badge, and that camera will give you a live feed once your sensors are triggered. So once I approach this wall and it triggers the sensor, that live camera will pop up on my screen in the vehicle and show me just how much space I have. This is absolutely amazing for parking. I love it. All right, and I will also point out that that camera, I was about to say light, is super high resolution or high quality, probably better quality than our lives. Everyone always complains, it's always 720p. Guys, I'm so sorry, we're working on it. Now we'll come to the side here and we'll take a look underneath the mirror. You'll see we have another camera and it's repeated the same on the right side of the vehicle. So that camera is going to trigger or show you your live camera feed whenever you hit your turn signal. So if I do a left change, lane change on the highway, I get a full camera feed of whatever is in my left blind spot. It's absolutely fantastic for, of course, driving, but even parallel parking. If you do live in the city, you will love that feature. You'll see everything. You'll even see the size of your wheels, so you'll know how close you are to the curb or any other obstacle. All right, let's move on down. Oh, actually, let's go back. I'll have Mike flip onto the mirror side and show you guys that little icon. It looks almost like a caution sign. Now that is going to light up in red when there is a vehicle in your blind spot. So if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, you turn your turn signal indicator on, you're going to get that live camera feed, but on top of that, you'll also get an audible warning inside the cabin of your vehicle to let you know there is someone there. And then on top of that, if I were to still try to change lanes, my vehicle will revert me into my originating lane to avoid a blind spot collision. Very, very smart car. So much, like, a lot of features you don't think about, but you're so grateful to have. And I will also point out, if you're not a fan of these features, you can turn a majority of them off. If you are sharing this vehicle with the secondary driver, you can also have them saved to one driver profile and not on for another driver profile. All right, another little hybrid or plug-in hybrid talk I'll have is here is your fuel door. So it's on the left side of the vehicle. Just regular unleaded gasoline is required, so no premium fuel. Then I'll show you the charge port in a second. On your hybrids for Hyundai, you get a power liftgate on both trims, the luxury and the ultimate. You can change the opening height, so if you are parking this in a garage with minimal clearance, all you have to do is lower it to wherever you'd like it to be, press and hold this button for a couple seconds until it beeps. There we go. And now every time I open my liftgate, it's going to open to this height. Super, super easy, and then you can always change it by manually moving it and then holding it again. I'll quickly have Mike show inside. And once again, if you guys want a more in-depth look of everything like space, cargo room, check out our other video. We'll focus on the tech in this one. And the tech back here is this 12 volt right over there. And then for safety, underneath our floorboard, we have our tire mobility kit. So with a plug-in hybrid, of course, you have your battery underneath the vehicle, which loses quite a bit of space underneath the floorboard here. A tire mobility kit is essentially a quick patch kit to get you back up and running if you do experience a puncture in your tire. It'll fill it. It's got some goop in it, as well as the air compressor. They'll fill your tire, get you back up to speed until you can get a proper tire replacement. We'll close that up real quick, and I'll show you guys the back. It's very slow. There we go. So along the back bumper of the vehicle, you'll see more sensors. Those are your rear parking sensors, and just like the front, if I was reversing and I approach another obstacle, whether it be a car or a wall, they'll start to beep at me. And then of course you do have a blind spot backup camera located right over there.
That's on the outside, 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras.
And then here's another thing. So I can't show you guys in today's live, but if I was backing out of a busy spot, let's say the mall or the grocery store, and someone walks up behind my car from the side, it'll give me an alert to let me know that someone's there or something's happening. If I fail to react though, it will stop for me. And it seriously works. I tried it with my manager and we posted it on YouTube. We tried to hit him with the car so hard. I know that sounds crazy to hear, but the car stopped. It's a good feature to have, a very, very good feature. Let me tell you, I was really angry that day. I really tried. All right, now we'll hop inside and we'll talk about some of the tech that's inside.
Wait, let's reverse that. I know we did this last time, but it's part of the tech. The charge port.
Oh, open it up, Mike.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna turn the fan off.
Okay, as you can see on the right side, so it's it's a door on each side. We got the left for gas, and then you've got the charge port here.
Yes. And then with the plug-in hybrid vehicle, you can use either level 1 or level 2 charging. A level 1 charger will probably take about 10 hours, so that's what comes with the vehicle, just through regular cord. And then level 2 charging is typically around 3 hours. We'll close that up.
There we go.
All right, let's hop in.
I'll show you guys that camera on this side too as well as the lock and unlock button on both sides.
All right. You can tell it's very, very luxurious in here, but you guys will have to watch our first video to find out more about that. All right. For our main technology things, what you see immediately when you hop into this vehicle is the beautiful double 10.25-inch displays. So you have a fully digital gauge cluster and then a full 10.25-inch media display right over there. So talking about our gauge cluster, of course, it's giving you a lot of information. You have your speedometer, your tachometer, but that's pretty standard. You also have your instant fuel reading at the very bottom, as well as your temperature, and then your current liters per 100 kilometers. So right now, I believe this vehicle does not have any charge in it, but we are running on gas, which makes this just a regular hybrid. On the right over there, we have our odometer, so only 28 kilometers on this vehicle right now. In the very, very center, that's what you can play around with. So with this button right over here, I can press it and cycle between all of our different menus. So a lot of our hybrid customers or plug-in hybrid customers like this because it's showing where the energy is flowing from on the vehicle. Right now, the vehicle is not actually on, so it's just powering the battery, and we have our electrical system on. You can see our screens and everything. Press this down, we can see our digital speedometer, our range, so you can see it's not plugged in, or it hasn't been plugged in, there's no charge, just straight up gasoline. Our drive info, our refueling info, and accumulated info. So since this vehicle has not been plugged in yet, it's just been running as a regular hybrid, we still see 4.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is fantastic.
And it's very quiet still.
It's very, very quiet. All right. We also have our GPS, or a compass, I should say, but if I did have a route in my navigation, it'll show me my turn-by-turn right over there. Press it one more time, you can see your tire pressure, and then your engine temperature, as well as your all-wheel drive torque distribution. I'm gonna hand this back to Mike for a second. Guys, I will not lie, it is so hot in here. It is seriously so hot. Roll down the window. Okay, I'm sorry.
Flow the air. I rolled down this one, but you'll feel it right now. It feels better.
Other than that, we have some great driver assistance features on the steering wheel. So Hyundai makes it very easy to turn everything on and off on the fly. For your cruise control, it's right over here, as well as your speed, so you can set it with the plus or minus. Just underneath, we have our distance button though, and this is where our cruise control gets, I guess you could say, smart. So our smart cruise control takes you all the way up to complete stop if you hit stop and go traffic, and then takes you right back up to, you guessed it, the go. So you can set between 4 different following distances from closest to furthest, and no matter the speed, whether it be highway speed or city speed, it works perfectly. I absolutely love it. And then on top of that, you can turn on this feature, which is our steering assistance, and that will use the camera that's located just in front of our rear view camera or rear view mirror to monitor the lanes ahead of you and steer the vehicle for you. So if there's a curve in the road, your vehicle will take the curve for you. It's not a full autopilot, but with the smart cruise control, it's pretty darn close. All right.
It's camera number 5 then. Yeah, so there's
I guess
5
so,
now.
yeah. Yeah, you don't see anything from that camera, but the car sees. So that's kind of like the car's eyes or brain. No, the car's eyes.
Yeah, the eyes, yeah.
On our main screen over here, wait, let me do a little peel.
Nice.
Ooh la la. All right. On our main screen here, this is what your home screen looks like. If I slide over, I can go to my PHEV menu, which is of course exclusive to the PHEV. Again, you can see your energy flow, your eco driving habits, your energy information, your range, and your charge management. So you can plug in this vehicle when you get home from work, but only have it start charging during off-peak hours, and all of that you can do through your charge management menu. It is super convenient. Just make sure you set it up, and then you don't have to think about it. We also have our navigation, so I won't go too in-depth on that. Mike, do you mind if you take over for just a second?
Yeah, sure, for sure. Okay, so I feel like that episode, I said this before of Wayne's World, where Garth takes over, he doesn't know what to say.
I literally, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'll touch on a couple things here too as well. I mean, some things we didn't speak about in the last one is just the presentation of this vehicle. So I love how we have the LEDs that are adjustable. I mean, we have this set of blue right now. You can adjust basically the type of color you want. You can adjust, let me just get into it all here for you guys here. And you can go into lights here, and this is one of my favorite features. It's really a feature that I'll tell you guys, as someone that drives a ton of these back and forth from home or work-wise, anyone that comes in here really notices the ambient lighting first. So is where it's the show business part of it for me, right? Because business is show business. And you can really just kind of cycle between different colors. You can even go through a color wheel too as well. And this is where I love it, because when people come in my car, they always notice the ambient lighting first. So it being on white leather, which is, this is kind of a light gray one, that is really, the business is show business part of me, and people see it and it's a real showstopper. And believe it or not, when people come to actually pick up a car, that's one of the things they want to be shown right away is how do you adjust the ambient lighting and you know what I mean? Because it's the one thing they notice when they're in the car at first.
I'll say it's never really impressive when we're showing it during the day, but at nighttime, oh my gosh, it makes such a huge difference. So I love the ambient light, and especially if you're listening to music, it just kind of changes the whole vibe of the vehicle. Also, I'm sorry for stepping out. I had to sneeze.
Yeah, that's
and I
fine.
didn't want to sneeze on camera.
I found something to talk about. Another cool thing is you can cue it obviously to drive modes too as well.
Yes, exactly.
Which is really cool.
So very, very cool. Did you talk about the preset colors?
Yes, and then the color wheel too as well. Yeah.
Awesome. With that being said, I did mention how I love listening to music, and then having the ambient lighting just makes it feel like a completely different vibe, almost like
What's your go-to color?
I think I always like almost like a bluish purple.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I like
I
the
just
purple.
think it stands out a lot. But besides that, we do have Bose premium audio system in this vehicle, so maybe...
And again, that's Gabi's favorite.
One of my favorites, yeah.
Favorite brand of audio in Hyundai and Kia.
I think Bose just does it the best, yeah.
We have Harman Kardon available too.
Yeah.
I don't know, I agree with you. I didn't agree with it at first, but then I just realized I just like the name Harman Kardon better than Bose. And then when I listen to the sound quality, I'm like, okay, no, I think she's right.
Yeah, I think Bose is better. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you clicked on this video maybe for safety. Let's talk about it. There are so many safety menus here. It really... I gotta say, I can talk about them, but you gotta try driving one of our vehicles that have some of these features and seeing what you like best. If you don't like one of these things, super easy to turn off. I'll show you how you can navigate this menu. So driving convenience is what we'll click on first. This is where you can easily turn on or off your highway driving assist. So highway drive assist is essentially your smart cruise control, your navigation, your steering assistance, your forward collision avoidance, all mixed together into one great feature while you're on the highway. So even if you have this on, if you turn on your cruise control but you're in the city, it's not going to operate. It's just going to be a regular cruise control. As soon as I get onto the highway, my car's navigation system is going to know that. It's going to know the speed limit of the highway we're on. It's going to know not the distance, but the speed of the vehicle going ahead of you, and it's going to maintain a safe distance as well as let you know when the speed limit changes, and it can automatically do that speed limit change for you if you have this system on. So you can have highway drive assist on and this off, or you can have them both on, you can have them both off. It's a really, really great feature.
That's cool.
Now, if you're not a big fan of your vehicle changing the speed limit for you, like I said, you can turn it off there. If you do love it and you want it to work also in the city, you have this feature here, so your speed limit warning. Right now, it's just going to warn me if I'm going over the limit. But if I move it to assist, it'll take corrective action to make sure I'm not speeding. So if it goes from a 60 to a 40 or any speed limit change, your vehicle will know, as long as it's a real road, a registered road, not somebody's driveway or anything. Now for your warnings. If you find the warnings for your forward collision avoidance or anything are a little bit too early or a bit too sensitive, you can change it here. So we can have standard or late. I'd say standard is pretty good. It's better to know earlier than later, because although your vehicle can stop for you and can mitigate a collision, you always want to make sure you're still paying attention and that you as a driver are ready to take action. Of course. And then for warning methods, you can change the volume. You can make sure that your warnings take priority over everything else in your vehicle. Like if you have your radio on, you'll make sure you still hear those driver warnings. Under driver attention warning, here's another, I feel like I'm saying warning so much, but this vehicle will let you know when the car ahead of you has left. So whether it be at a red light that just turned green or at the drive-through if you're not paying attention and the car ahead of you has already left, this car will let you know. It's going to give you a ping and it'll give you a message on your gauge right up here.
That always
love
happens with me. Yeah, that's the best feature for me.
I will not lie. Sometimes when I'm in the drive-through, I'm in La La Land a little bit. I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to eat or get a drink, whatever. We also have inattentive driver warning, so if you are making a lot of swerves in your lane, if your vehicle is constantly correcting you, it will recommend a brake.
So here's the question. That's based on the vehicle movement and not some camera looking into your face
No,
to see
no,
like how you are. Oh,
no.
okay. Because there are
Some
like,
cars
yeah,
that
some
have
cars
that,
that are
yeah.
based on a camera looking into your face and seeing if you're dozing or drifting or blinking.
No, that always scared me a little bit. I was like, who's watching this?
Yeah, I would prefer this way better.
Yeah.
I had a vehicle where it would monitor you, but like, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, you know, just mellowed out a little bit,
Yeah,
you know, and it
just
tells me
chill.
you're not paying attention, and I'm like, yeah, I am.
All right, next up we got forward safety. So this is going to be your forward collision avoidance. This vehicle has a radar plate in the very front of it, just underneath your front parking sensors that monitor the distance of the vehicle ahead of you. If you wanted to actively assist, meaning it will take corrective action and brake for you in an emergency, then have it on active assist. If you just wanted to warn you, then it's warning only. If you don't like it at all, you can easily turn it off. All right, next we got our lane safety. So right now it's on assist, which same thing, it means it'll actually do something rather than just warn you or be completely off.
I like the assist feature.
Yeah, the assist is really nice.
It saved me a couple times, I won't lie.
And another great thing about stuff like your steering assistance is if you want to quickly turn it on or off, you have this button on your steering wheel to do so. So very, very easy. Click it on, and then the icon appears on our screen. I'll click it off, now it's gone.
And if we were driving and it was activated, it would be green. So
Yes,
anytime it's
yeah.
green, it's working.
on, yeah.
Every time it's not, you know, don't
Exactly.
let go of the wheel there.
All right, so for parking safety, we have a couple different options here. So surround view monitor automatically on, and this is going to show you our full 360 camera as soon as we throw the car into reverse. So let's throw the car into reverse to show you. Turn it on, the car's ready to drive, click it into reverse. We're going to see our backup camera, but we're also going to see our drop down full 360. If you're not a fan of that, we can turn it off. And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our distance warning automatically on. Our rear active assist, oh, that's not on for some reason. That's when it's going to automatically brake for you if it senses a person or something walking by.
Good thing we didn't test that out.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, it works so good. Yeah, it doesn't work. All right, we'll turn the car back on again. All right. It would always, I feel like it's your luck that when we try and test it and it's not on,
Yeah.
we're trying it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. But yeah, guys, you can see everything through here. If you want to quickly go straight to forward safety, you can just press that button there and it'll take you to your forward safety menu. But driving convenience will show you everything. Under Eco Vehicle, you can also turn on your coasting guide. So this is great if you're new to a hybrid or plug-in hybrid vehicle. Coasting can definitely build back a good chunk of your through regenerative braking, can build back a good chunk of your driving range. So if you didn't know that, this vehicle will tell you when to start coasting, or you can coast whenever you'd like.
I'm going to make a confession right now. I never knew that. I never thought to turn on this option, and every time I drive, I was driving this vehicle the year before. I was like, when should I let go? I was trying to figure it out on my own. So nice to know. Thanks, Gabi. I mean, I'm the Hyundai guy. I didn't even know that.
Under convenience, we can turn on things like our rear occupant alert. So this is going to let us know if we turn off our vehicle to check our rear, because there are ultrasonic sensors there to let you know if there's still something or someone back there. Do not forget your bags. Do not forget your kids. Do not forget your pets.
Yeah.
And then you just have your service intervals and oil change reminders. All right, down here we'll talk about some other tech. We have dual climate control, but one thing I really love for Hyundai and Kia, whenever it's a hybrid, plug-in hybrid or electric vehicle, we have the option for driver-only climate. So if you are driving by yourself, you don't have to use all that energy up in heating or cooling down the entire vehicle cabin. This is going to prioritize the driver and leave the rest out and give your vehicle a little bit more fuel efficiency. Down here we got a USB, a 12 volt, another USB, and then a wireless charger built right over there. So this wireless charger is huge. It's going to fit a lot of modern phones. Of course, I feel like every year the new phone is huge, basically an iPad, and I don't see any problems with putting one of those giant phones in there.
Yeah, and then here's an indicator. So this will light up and tell you if your phone is charging or not.
Exactly. Over here, this looks a little techy, but I promise it's simple. We have our ventilated seats and heated seat controls, so heated and ventilation for both driver and passenger, heated steering wheel, downhill braking assist, your parking sensors to turn them off, your parking camera if you ever want to look at a live feed of your camera, and then your seat controls for your passenger. You also have a drive and terrain mode button right over here. So this is Hyundai's H-TRAC all-wheel drive, and it gives you a couple different options for both your drive and terrain. So right now we're in drive mode. You can see we can choose between Eco, Sport, and Smart. And And if I press that down, we go into terrain where we can choose between snow, mud, and sand. Super easy. And then on the right, we have our EV, HEV, and automatic button. So when I press this vehicle will cycle between either EV, hybrid, or automatic, which lets the vehicle decide. If you have no EV range, it won't let you go into EV, but if you drive in sport mode, you can build back some of your charge by having the engine running. You have your gear shifts here. It's pretty standard. It's called shift by wire, but I promise it's very simple to use. You just have to, of course, have your brake engaged to actually manually, or not manually, but change gears. Electronic parking brake and auto hold. I love auto hold. It's a great feature that holds you at a complete stop when you fully depress the brake pedal and then releases once you hit the gas. So if you're at a long intersection or a long drive through, or you're just waiting for someone to hop in your car, you can be stopped and have your foot off. I won't talk too much about glove box and center console. We'll hop in the back, show you what's back there, and I think that'll be it for tech and safety.
I also like these little slots here where you can put your phone or...
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you one personal preference. That's where I put what I don't want to see as a driver, I reach over and put it in the passenger side.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that like I don't, sometimes I don't like to see my change in my slot, so I'll reach over and stick it there and just reach back. I know.
But hey, you're weird.
Yeah, no. Hey, people are weird too.
All right, so back here, there's not too much tech, but there is something I really appreciate as a passenger, and that's USBs in the very back. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit picky, but I hate when I'm in somebody's car and I need to charge my phone, but I can't be on it or have it near me. I feel like I always just want to have my phone near me. It's nice to have that there, and then of course you have these mesh pockets where you can drop your phone in while it's charging. You do have rear airflow back here, and both of your main rear seats are heated. So you get 2 different levels of heat for both main rear seats. There is 8 Bose premium speakers here, so you still have premium audio in the very back, which is fantastic, so everybody in the cabin gets a nice crisp sound quality. All right, let's answer some questions.
It's so much more cooler outside of the car, like air conditioning.
I know, I was dying in there. Plus, it's allergy season. Sometimes these lives are tough.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel that too.
All right. There's one more thing I want to show you guys before we get too far into answering questions, and that's remote smart park assist. So to activate it, you're just going to have your key on you and be close to your vehicle. Let me go through the buttons first. So you got lock, unlock, your power liftgate, your panic button, your forwards and your reverse for your remote smart park, and then your remote start button. So to start it, we're going to remote start our car by pressing lock, then pressing and holding remote start until the car starts. There you go. And I'll have Mike grab the camera while I move it.
Super quiet.
Or actually, you know what? We can leave it there.
Sure.
Because I'm going to sacrifice Mike. I'm going to try to hit him with the car.
Okay. Did you turn on the...
Yes.
You turned it on though, right?
Yeah.
Come on. This is my my good knee.
So the car is going to move, and it'll stop because it sees Mike.
Did you let go of it or did it stop?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's some good clips. It's about a foot.
Yeah.
It's about a foot.
And I'll show them that I'm not letting go of it. So go forwards a bit more. We'll press and hold. I think I'm too far from the car. There we go.
Ooh.
It stops. And I did not let go.
I felt completely safe. I felt completely safe.
You were like shaking.
Can you
yeah,
imagine you didn't turn it on though? Like when we were just randomly going through the features?
I turned on, so this will always be on if you're remote smart parking it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But if you if you're just backing out of a spot like yourself as a driver, then it was on warning only. So you'll just get the beep, but not the
and then that's it. Goodbye.
Not the actual movement. All right. Okay. There's a lot of discussions happening right now. What's the availability for this car?
You're still looking at a year.
A year?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about PHEV here, right? So yeah, you're still looking at a year. I mean, you could get a situation where there's a cancellation or something like that. And if there's not a list, you can get it sooner. My best advice is, just call the dealership, reach out to us.
Yeah.
And we'll see what we have coming in, and we see what we can do.
Dirk, so this was at the very beginning of the video, so I'm not sure if he's still on anymore, but he said, I just joined the live chat yesterday, so I missed the beginning. I watched yesterday, and you mentioned a $2,500 rebate. I believe the Tucson PHEV gets a $5,000. rebate. Yes, you're absolutely correct. So I was still in last year's mentality where it was still $2,500, but now in Canada, anything over, I believe, 50 kilometers of range gets the $5,000 rebate, and this vehicle has 55 kilometers of all-electric range.
Thank you, Dirk.
Yes, thank you. I realized that once I posted, I was like, uh-oh. And of course, with the live, I can't go back and edit it, right? Let's see. 33 miles of electric, not worth the cost. So I think the cost of this vehicle is quite fair. Mike, you know the MSRP?
Yes, $47,200.
Plus a $5,000 federal rebate.
That's awesome.
That puts you very, very close in line with just a regular fully loaded Kia Sportage or Hyundai Tucson. But you still have a hybrid at the end of the day. So even if you run through all of your electric range, kilometers, you still are driving a hybrid SUV with such great features that you may not be able to get in just a regular gasoline Hyundai Tucson.
It's actually fun watching, like, let's say I'm in stop and go, kind of semi-stop and go on the highway. It's nice to see the kilometers go up a little bit, a tick, because it's regenerating. Like, it's kind of cool.
Let's see. I think they said in the comments that we need to have a new, like, they need a name. I don't know if it means like a subscriber or a group name, a viewer name, rather than just saying, hey guys.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
What can that be?
Think of a name. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I heard that these are discontinued for PHEV variants going forward since the demand can't be kept up with. Is that true? No, they're not getting rid of the PHEV. No. They're hard to get, but they're not going to discontinue it. How to silence the reverse sound? You can't. And how long did the customer wait for this unit? Do you know?
This specifically, no, but I'm gonna guess it's about a year. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a year. That's the average.
Hello, does Hyundai cars come with a governor in it, meaning it cannot exceed its natural top speed? So I believe almost every car in Canada has to have a speed limiter.
Yeah.
Yes. All these PHEV vehicles we don't get in Australia. I'll stick with my ordered i30N sedan. It's much better. Also, did I miss Mike's hat removal or hair reveal?
Yeah, you did. You're gonna have to go back in time.
I forget what video that was.
Ooh, I forget too. It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
A couple months ago.
Why do you call us you guys? I don't know. It's easy.
You know what it is?
It's general.
It's what I've always said to a group of anybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what gender anybody is, but I've been saying it since, I don't know, since I was
I don't want to say y'all.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just kind of part of my vocabulary. I walk into a room, I see a bunch of people, I go, hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey everyone.
When I look at even my dog, you know, when I have the dogs together, I go, oh, hey guys. You know, it's just a thing, right?
Let's see. Mike, keep showing your hair.
No, because now it's frizzy and it's in a bun and it's not, you know, when I showed it that time, it was very calculated, but okay, I will bring it back out next week.
Let's see. Streak 9 said the Kia crew, but what if we're filming a Hyundai?
Yeah, see? Okay, how about this? You guys come up with a name for the group. Remember, we're the Kia Hyundai channel, so
yeah.
You guys come up with a name, and then we'll try very hard to ingrain it into our heads so that we always use that.
Let's see. Japan Quake found better curly fries than Arby's, and it's Jack in the Box. We don't get that in Canada, unfortunately.
No, I told you to go to Fast Eddie's. I like Fast Eddie's curly fries. They're nice.
Oh, do they have?
They have crazy curly fries too, loaded with stuff.
Let's see. I'm gonna go. Joseph said it's about 3 degrees where I live in Queensland. Oh. Yeah. I definitely don't want it to be 3 degrees again, but like that does sound really nice right now.
What, 3 degrees? You mean cold sounds nice? No, not for me.
Just after being in a hot car, like being cold does sound nice. And
you were in extreme heat for a while.
Yeah.
You know, for last week or whatever. So.
You can just refer to us as what do the viewers think. That's true. That is a good point.
Just viewers?
Just the viewers. But
okay.
I was about to say since you guys.
Yeah.
Since the viewers are all our friends, I feel like I would talk to my friends and be like, hey, you guys. Like,
yeah. That will take some time. I'm going to go home and start saying it. Hey, viewers.
I'm going to say it in the mirror. Let's see. How far are we into today's video? We're already 34 minutes in. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, guys, we definitely went a bit longer than expected.
You mean I have to go back to my normal job?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Thank you again so much for watching. And if you want to ask us some more questions, we're going live at 2 p.m. tomorrow for our Q&A period where we can talk about wait times, we can talk about ordering, we can talk about speculation, we can talk about Mike's hair, we can talk about Pat's greasy fingers, we can talk about literally anything. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, we'll see you again next week.
Bye, viewers.
Bye, viewers.